fun.
It's valid. It's just funny how unhinged it got because of the one weirdo.
Mhm. How did Len even get here? Len said she has like no other social media, so how the heck did she get here?
Len's been here for a long time.
Oh, has she?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she's just not hasn't been very active until recently.
Quickly click on her name until and see when she joined. Or click on her profile.
2023.
Oh yeah. Oh, it might have been from because a lot of the 2023 joins were from the fucking X Twitter takeover shit.
I think it's hilarious that I appeared like a month or two before that.
I think it's funny that I think more people know me as the guy that did that than they do as like, you know, who I actually am.
It's not true. You're the Keyblade guy, according to Tatsumoki.
That's I have that in my bio
Yeah.
on Twitter. That was still the funniest thing. He was playing Splatoon, saw me in the lobby, and was like, "Is that Latrix? Is that the Keyblade guy?"
Yeah.
And like every
That's really funny.
and then my social post on Splatoon was give native ports please with a shitty drawing of the Keyblade, and he was like, "Yep, that's him."
So what did I after I left the stream earlier today, Dolan, what did I miss?
I didn't do a ton. I got to the book again, but I
Book. Oh, you didn't have the magnifying glass.
no, I did, but I just wasn't really sure. I took a screenshot of the thing, but I wasn't really sure.
Oh, you took
What
screenshots. Okay. You
or I
you
didn't take.
you
I should have taken a
uh,
screenshot of the whole book. I'm going to now because I ordered it again, but I took a
okay.
screenshot of this.
Red, green, violet, blue. I can't even tell what that word says.
Yeah, I'm getting it again.
So
Also,
like
What?
this game is a puzzle roguelike where you are drafting up rooms from a house as you are walking through it, and you are solving puzzles, and you are trying to uh, just uncover the mysteries that have taken place here over what, like a decade or two?
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it probably and no, it just straight up is the best puzzle game of this year.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's.
kind of.
Hmm?
It sounds kind of like We Were Here, but single player, just based on the way you describe it.
I am not familiar with that game, so I don't know.
It's
Why?
basically an escape room.
Yeah, this is like a giant escape room, basically.
It's like a reverse escape room. You're trying to get as deep in as you can.
Yeah, but like conceptually, the puzzles are very like escape room esque.
Mhm.
I don't like any of these.
They
I
are
guess
giving
we're
you so many terrible options.
yeah.
We Were Here. We Were Here is a co-op game where it's you and another person. You're trapped in different rooms in this house, in this like mansion, because you
Oh,
got trapped in a snowstorm.
I think I've heard of that one. Yeah.
You're trying to
Ooh,
help
lockpick.
each other get out by solving puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of sequels as well. I played the first one and the second one with my friend Nicole, and then we were going to continue, and then every single time I asked her if she wanted to play, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, maybe," and then didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So. Because she introduced me to the first game, and I thought it was really good. And so she was like, "Do you want to play the sequel?" And I was like, "Sure." And then we played the sequel, and it was really good. And then she was like, "Do you want to play through the rest of them?" And I was like, "Sure." And then every time I was like, "Do you want to play now?" She'd be like, maybe," and then like just wouldn't.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing some quick math real quick.
Quick maths.
And by that I mean I'm using a calculator, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, you know, we do what we do.
Yeah, he has over 50 hours in this game.
I started it 2 weeks ago, and I'm at 52 hours.
And he's been doing it all live streamed.
Mm-hmm. I always forget. I'm in a server with some friends, and they have like a channel that auto like does when people go live, and it pings me. So I always get a ping when I go live.
Okay.
But I eat while I want the gems, so
Why is Call of Duty doing a Nier Automata crossover?
money.
Because Yoko Taro will do anything for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He will.
The box contains exactly one false statement. The gems are in a box
Oh
with
God,
a
the
5-word
box.
statement. This box has no true statements.
Let's let
That's
Lay
a
do this one.
paradoxical.
I'm not watching, so.
You should.
Statement contains 5 words. That is true. There is a box that contains a mix of true and false statements. Probably.
Why are you reading it from the bottom up?
Don't question it. The gems are in a box with the. Okay. That's false. Fuck it. I don't want to think too much.
You just said screw it.
No shot.
Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
It really does look like we were here. I'm looking at it now.
33% chance never fails.
33% chance means, you know.
I know.
Yeah. So the puzzles like this gives you gems which you can use to get rare like special rooms. But they have gotten more and more complex over time. The way the puzzle works is one box always has true statements, one box always has false statements, and the other can be either or a mixture. It used to be one statement on each box. Now I'm at 3 statements on each box, so it's just really fucking complicated.
And he just said screw it, picked a random box, and he got the gems, so. And all of these different rooms have gimmicks, or most of them.
Interesting.
And some rooms that you might need to progress have certain stipulations to be available. There's also a factor of luck to this, as you would expect. But whenever you come back the next day, all the rooms are reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know.
And it tells you, it gives you a goal when you start the game to get to the secret 46th room of the estate. But that's the tutorial. Yeah. But that's the tutorial.
How long did that take you again, by the way?
3 streams, 24 in-game days.
So wait, have you already beaten this thing?
Technically yes, technically no. The objective that it tells you at the beginning of the game is not the only thing to do. Like that's what that's what the community considers the tutorial.
Okay.
The rabbit hole on this one goes deep.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm on my 12th stream when I quote unquote beat the game on stream 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I not have a single key right now?
Well,
Why-
good thing
why
you're
do
in the
like this?
Keyway Forge.
And to be honest, it could probably be like more and more streams if like I've been giving him like very vague tips and vague direction. If he didn't even have that, it would probably tack on another stream or two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Valid.
Because earlier this morning, you were completely aimless, weren't you?
Basically, or not entirely. I had the idea of doing the chess puzzle again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's true. You did do that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you did all the Morajai yourself.
Yeah.
I just turn off my brain for that one. Lockpick is scamming you. Ooh, hey, conservatory. All right, give us something good. What should it be? Oh, treasure trove. Laboratory is nice.
Oh, I
Did you
didn't
press confirm?
No, I'm dumb.
Did you confirm any of them?
Actually, I confirmed this one because I wanted it standard. Yeah, I just didn't confirm the last one.
Okay. There's so many layers of thought that have to go into this. How big, like how much data is in that file that you're using for note keeping?
Oh, like the folder. Hang on, let me.
Oh my god.
43 megabytes. 99 files.
That's crazy. Imagine if you were playing this game without screenshots.
God. Cool.
Oh, magnifying glass. Wait, did you...
I don't have library currently, but I have a lot of rooms.
Okay. Okay, definitely something you want.
And where was walk-in closet? I thought I got that.
Walk-in closet is to the left and down from where your cursor is.
Oh, okay. Because I get gems if I go in there again, but that's kind of far back, so I will wait. Oh, I have 16 gems. When did I get 6? Oh, the commissary.
I mean, yeah, there was commissary, and then you also got treasure room. Or, sorry, trophy room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no, you are perfectly fine on gems. Whenever you said, it's like, oh yeah, I could get gems from there, it's like, and?
Yeah, I forgot.
It's fine. We all forgot sometimes. This is a very complex game.
Mm-hmm. Foundation.
Oh yeah, and then there's this room, and it's safe.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Or that room. That room was complicated. Didn't you already have gymnasium?
Yeah, if you complete Chamber of Mirrors, it gives you a permanent duplicate.
That's such a scam.
I mean, wait, with how many... Huh?
I'm getting tired. I'm gonna probably just dip out.
Alright, no worries.
But it looks like the chaos has ended anyways.
Yeah.
That was fun for a brief moment, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I can salvage this.
Please don't. Yo, when is our server gonna get the new boost perks?
I don't know.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like the server tag and the gradient role names and
Yeah.
all that.
I don't know.
Radiant role names?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
we can give with boost. You can give roles gradient colors.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is really cool, actually. What?
Oh, that's
Oh.
the wrong side of the house.
Oh.
That's why.
Back wall. All right, no keys left. I don't think there's any purpose to walking in there. I don't think Foyer has anything worthwhile.
But,
Well-
I have always wanted to use that image, and I kept forgetting that I had it, and so
You were so ready.
okay,
Mhm.
I kid you not, I was talking to some of my friends earlier, and I was going through my camera roll just looking at memes, and that image came up, and I was like, oh my god, I've had this forever, and I've always wanted to use it, but I never got the chance. And then this happened literally like an hour later, so I was just reminded. I was like, oh my god, I have the image! It's time!
I really feel like that guy, he really gave the vibes of like someone who is just like, obviously he didn't take no for an answer, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna start trying to harass people on social media somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, that's his problem, not ours.
Well, what I'm saying is it could come back to becoming someone else. Well, momentary problem.
I
But
looked him up. I looked up his @ on Twitter. Nothing came up.
well, he had a very basic name.
If that
Oh,
happens,
no,
I
I'm
just
pretty
block and move on.
I'm pretty sure it came from DeviantArt.
Oh. Does the
'Cause-
Keyblade Forge have a DeviantArt?
No, but Exusia is on DeviantArt, and I'm pretty sure he posts links to the server in his art.
Oh.
Yeah.
And a lot of people follow him on DeviantArt because he's been there forever.
Mhm.
He's been doing this longer than I have, dude.
Heck.
Like, he was doing this when I first started making Keyblades, and I was like, oh man, his are some of my favorite.
Valid.
Which is why it's really crazy that it went from a guy that I looked up to, I thought his art was awesome, and I wanted to, make art like his, to now it's like, oh yeah, that's my friend. I talk to him like every day. I just find that funny.
Mm-hmm.
Always hilarious when that kind of thing happens. Oh yeah, I see that. Like thousands of watchers. Dang. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of profile views. Oh gosh, I knew Exusia was like, obviously Exusia is like very talented. Like I was close to have like calming Exusia instead of Discount for the one I currently have going, but I didn't realize he was like that well known.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
He's still charging that low?
Yeah.
That's a
charge more than
freaking
he does.
steal. What? That's crazy. To be fair, I don't think I've seen like terribly much of your art.
Really?
Yeah. Oh well, I think I've seen some of your
Some of my what?
I've seen a lot of your like custom monster designs and like emblems and stuff, but I don't think
Oh,
I've
the
seen
Android? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. I don't think I've actually seen your Oh, you might as well get Freezer if it's the last
Yeah.
room.
My Keyblades? You haven't seen my Keyblades?
I think I've seen your Keyblades. I don't think I've seen any characters if you've made characters.
Oh,
Or do
he
you-
hasn't done a ton, but he's more recently he's done a couple
Okay.
Here, I can send you
to try
some
and
of it.
learn.
I could just put in like the VC text channel.
Oh, true.
I was showing
I-
off some of the
I mean, I
emote
think
ideas I have.
my human drawings, they're not like great, but I don't think they're terrible either.
You're good.
Uh,
Where's my break room?
they're all right.
Oh, I didn't get
They're
Breaking,
not a
did I?
good. They're not,
Oh.
as good as Discount or Exusia, but I think they're okay.
332 pages of artwork Exusia has.
Hold
Wow.
on, I'm getting some of the stuff. There.
Okay, I think I have seen some of them. That girl with the one that you got art from Discount for as well. What's her name?
Which one?
Zofia,
the-
probably the blonde one.
Oh, Zofia. Yeah,
The blonde
Zofia.
one. It's like, yeah,
Zofia.
I recognize her from that art that Discount made. That yeah. Really, like I have been so hyped to see the column I'm getting from Discount for my main KHOC.
Like, here's some more.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Nice. I wasn't expecting the bunny ears.
Oh, that was Argentum wearing Pecco Mama's outfit.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's some of my like character art. I don't really know if it's any good, but
I think it was pretty good. Like anatomy wise, very accurate.
well, I used references. It's not.
I did notice for some of them.
I use references for the proportions just because I'm not the best at
Mm-hmm.
drawing bodies, but I like my armor designs. The thing with drawing Keyblade armor is it's a bitch.
Yeah.
If I didn't have physical issues, I would definitely want to learn art. I do digital art for Keyblades, but as far as like doing human anatomy and stuff, I would love to learn that either like with models or through like other artistic means. I will have to settle for the occasional Keyblade digital art and also Minecraft building.
But there's some of my human art drawings.
Mhm.
Do I have more?
Pet the doggo.
Well, this
Oh,
isn't a
I'm
human art drawing. This is a heartless, but here.
Oh.
That's the Dark Siren. It's an aquatic variant of the Dark Side. It was made for the Babel Society AU, which is why so many of those characters are wearing the same uniform.
Is that oh, do you have multiple AUs?
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay.
They're all connected, but okay. So, my Kingdom Hearts AU is a multiverse.
Mm.
So officially, there are like there are three canon timelines, and then a bunch of what I call paradox timelines, which are just like, twists off of the originals.
What are with these terrible experiments?
I don't know.
What?
The
Commenting on something in the game.
Game
Oh,
chat.
okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, your timelines, they're terrible. They're terrible
No.
experiments.
But there's like three main timelines. There's the original timeline, which is parts 1 through 5. That's the one that, like, the story I'm writing right now is part 1. So that's the original timeline, and it's a divergent timeline off of the canon timeline.
Mhm.
Then there's the Tarot timeline, which is a parallel timeline to the original timeline. And then there's the Babel Society universe, which is just another it's just another universe that's not connected to the other two, but Zofia and Keshi, after they save their universe, they decide to travel the multiverse to go help other universes with their problems, and the Babel Society universe is the one that they end up in. So it's a completely different universe with, like, completely different lore and rules and everything, but it's one that the characters from the timeline right before it, the Tarot timeline, dropped into to try to help with their problems after they solved their own world's problems. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're getting terrible library luck.
Yeah.
Wait, that actually made sense?
I mean, multiversal stories are becoming extremely common these days.
Also, there's these guys.
Yeah, the triangles.
Oh yeah, the alternate colored what's his name?
Bill Cipher?
Bill Cipher. Yes, I have not watched that show.
That's literally just Bill Cipher. That's not a, like,
Oh,
he
that.
gets angry, he turns red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's just him. That's just him. The thing behind him is not, but
Mhm.
that's literally just him. But yes, the triangles. And then there's the big triangle. This one's large, so it's going to take a minute to load. There it goes.
Ooh, Dark goes crazy here.
Large triangle, man.
Yeah, I'm like, and then there's the big triangle.
That guy gives me Necrozma vibes.
Very much so. Although I will tell you, I made all these guys before Necrozma came out, so really Necrozma ripped them off.
Nice. Necrozma is like one of the only, because I only played Original Sun. I didn't play Ultra Sun. Necrozma was a Pokemon that I actually stumbled across myself, and I didn't have to look up a guide on or even know anything about him. And I felt very proud of myself for that.
Oh, by the way, would you like to see a shitpost, Heartless?
I suppose.
Here you go.
Oh. Yeesh.
That's the blimp side.
Huh.
That's what it's called. It's called the blimp side. It's a dark side has a blimp.
Speaking
Nice.
of like meme stuff, I see you where you posted that, Dolan. Speaking of like meme content, if we had to take one person or like OC from the Forge, from the people of the Forge, and put their head on that Absolute Cinema thing, who would be the most fitting?
Bombhead, probably.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. We just gotta ask.
Somebody, we should get the. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the Forge, but like redrawn with Latrix.
Yeah.
If you have like a front facing, or actually, wait, that picture isn't front facing, is it? You could like edit his head on there. I was considering doing it earlier, but I didn't know how to quickly find art of him.
Mhm.
Oh, then there was my brief stint into making like a shit ton of Kingdom Hearts HUDs for some reason.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
remember
do
you
that.
can do redraw. Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't think you're ready for what you're about to see.
I've not been ready for a lot of things that have been happening today, but here we are. Dude, how long can you go without a library?
I don't know.
Oh wow, that is a lot.
I told you.
Broke a chamber of mirrors before he found a library.
Well, I made Chamber of Mirrors common because I wanted to do the puzzle in it.
Oh, I see.
Look at the HP bar. Look at the HP bar one.
Uh-huh.
The one with like the notches for like the extra HP bars?
Yeah.
Oh, you brought back the KH1 coloring.
I brought back the KH1 colored layer health bars and mixed it with
Yeah,
the KH2
that-
stacked health bars. That's a lot of health bars.
That's pretty cursed.
Yeah, that's Apophyse's health bar.
Karki.
That's Apophyse's health bar. Also, did you notice the Destiny stuff?
Mhm.
I don't think so. I don't know Destiny though, so I wouldn't recognize it.
I have an OC who died and then got resurrected as a guardian
Oh.
because Destiny was a world in Part 5, and one of the main characters of Part 5 literally dies at the end, but because he was a hero of light, the Traveler recognized him and sent a ghost to resurrect him as a guardian, and so he comes back in like Part 7 as a guardian. And so I was like, if this were a game, how would I combine the Kingdom Hearts gameplay with the Destiny gameplay? And I literally made HUDs just like for here's how a Destiny character would play in Kingdom Hearts with like all of the Destiny mechanics still in place.
Mhm. Hey, Dolan, after you beat this game, you're gonna have to make a Keyblade for it.
Valid.
Oh, by the way, check out the magic menu.
Which key would you base it off of? Like the master key?
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see, you said the magic menu? Which image is that? I think oh, there it is. I see. Oh, you added balloon.
Did you notice that there's 2 pages?
Oh, yeah, the dark stuff. Okay.
Yeah, there's dark spells and light spells. There's
Mhm.
dark variants of all of the elemental spells, and the light spells have dark so balloon, sleep, reflect, stop, holy, dark, magnet, gravity, cure,
Oh,
bio,
I see.
poison.
I've always considered this. The RP server I'm in. I was talking to Dolan about it earlier. We have like light and dark variants alongside the normal variants. We don't consider like the normal variants the light variants in the RP I'm in.
No, I do. The regular ones are the light versions, and then there's dark versions.
We have it that way for more combat options because that RP is very gameplay.
Oh,
based.
also the image right after that, the one that says good, good, excellent, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. So I decided I wanted to bring back the idea of tech points from KH1, but I wanted to make it more like a combo grading system in Devil May Cry. So I literally
Nice.
used the grading system from Melody of Memory for your timing and turned it into a combo grading system that works like tech points.
Oh, is that where those words come from?
Yep.
So excellent actually isn't gradiented? Huh. I mean, like, each individual letter is a different color, but it's not like an overall gradient across the word. I thought it was. Huh.
Hmm.
The more you know.
Those are from Melody of Memory. I turned that
Mhm.
into a combo grading system. Actually, I don't know. The original one might be a gradient. I kid you not. None of these are like edits of the original HUDs. I literally redrew all of these from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Like everything you're seeing, I recreated myself. This
Oh,
is
wait,
not
Shrine goes crazy.
Does it?
Yeah,
like
I think if you give 70 coins, I want to say. I know
did
that's a
if,
lot.
if you think they look like the real assets from the game, that just means I did a good job
You-
redrawing them.
You can hold it.
Okay, I don't
You
know
can
who
hold
you're talking to right now.
you can hold something.
Oh, arrow.
Okay. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh,
I
well.
could have sworn it was 70.
Also, dude, I just realized something, Dolan.
Yeah.
The faded form gauge that I have on the command menu for Keshi's faded form works exactly like whatever they're doing now in Cage 4.
Oh. Nice.
Holy shit. But yeah, if these assets look like they came from the actual game, that just means I did a good job because I literally redrew all of these by hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did I do?
Oh, I was wrong. It was supposed to be 77.
Yeah, it looks good. They're all very cool.
That's my bad, Dolan. I gave bad advice.
You're good.
Do you know how difficult it was to make a UI on the Destiny one that matched the Kingdom Hearts aesthetic and the Destiny aesthetic and looked like it would fit?
It's probably very hard, I would imagine.
Do you know how many variations of this thing I went through before I found something that worked?
What?
I wanted to keep the ability to hold a primary, secondary, and heavy weapon with the different ammo types for each one, but I wanted it to work like a Kingdom Hearts mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted it to look like it came out of the Destiny like UI style, but that it would fit in the Kingdom Hearts UI style.
Yeah.
That took a lot of work.
How many days do you have on that blessing?
6.
That sucks. Okay, well, I guess that's time to find magnifying glass and a new clue, because otherwise I don't think there's a whole lot you can do right now.
Also, Hal, have you seen my world logos?
I think I did see them, yeah. I think I was giving suggestions for one or another. I completely forget what it was. Oh, yeah, you just posted it. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I remember Gear Turn Planet was hard to get right.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you think these turned out?
I think they look pretty good.
I think the Dissensus ad Inferos one is the best.
Oh god. Oh, I guess I'll be honest.
You know what's funny? The giant structure in the center of the Dissensus ad Inferos one. Do you know what that is?
I think you've said before, but I don't remember.
It's literally a drill bit.
Oh.
What? Oh.
This is such an amalgamated like Photoshop thing that if I were to turn off like all of the filters and clipping masks and like it would look like a clusterfuck.
Oh, my iPad's not here. I actually can't look at how I make my digital art on my iPad, but whenever I have to do stuff on my... A single dice, really? That is sad. Whenever I have to make things on my computer, I typically roll with paint.net. I know it's not, like, great, but it's worked well enough for me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know how I get some of this shit done, because it's like most of the time I'm like, I can't do shit. I can't draw for shit. I'm not very good. And then like sometimes I'll just lock in and I'll pump out like 50 things in like 3 days.
I can't do that. I take a little bit of time because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. It's a problem actually.
So am I. I don't know what like those world logos and shit. Like, I look at those now and I'm like, how the hell did I do that?
What applications do you use?
All those world logos? That was all Photoshop.
Okay. I had a Photoshop class back in high school.
Yeah, I have a degree in graphic design.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Huh. That's neat. Library!
I don't know if that's apparent in my work or not.
Don't have. No, yeah, it is. You're very good at what you do.
Right. Now the hunt for the magnifying glass. And if you don't get it, we cry.
Like, I've had some people say, like, oh yeah, I can really tell, and then I've had some people be like, wait, really? You do?
I feel like the latter are probably just people that don't really know what they're talking about.
Like, I think it was like Neosci and Jared, when I showed them some of my stuff, they were like, oh dude, that's insane. Like, Neosci was like, I told him I had a degree, and he was like, yeah, I can tell.
You mean like
Yeah.
Jared?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You sound surprised.
I just wasn't sure if you were talking about someone else. Oh, I wasn't meant to be surprised. I know you guys have like talked with him before. Wasn't he on Guiding Keys?
Yes.
Yeah. He was also
Yeah.
a guest judge during the Keyblade contest.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours. I mean, he says he's a friend of ours. You know, I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't talk to him that often, but he has said that he considers us friends. So I'm like, sure, we're friends.
Man, I think I remember starting to follow him in like 2013. That feels weird.
I remember watching him during the Kingdom Hearts 3 hype cycle.
I mean, that's when that was. KH3 hype cycle. Oh my gosh.
He and HMK were like the two YouTubers that I watched the most during that. Like the build up to KH3, and now I've met both of them. I've met HMK in person.
Oh. Neat.
Yeah, at WeebCon, which I couldn't go
Yeah.
to.
Which is funny because I recognized him. I was like, HMK, and he was looking around. He was like, who's there? And I told him who I was. I was like, oh yeah, hi, I'm Latrix. And he was like, oh, that's you! And I'm like, wait, you know who I am? He's like, yeah, the Vicinial Trace mod and all that. Like, you and Dolan did that. I was like, yeah, that is us.
No, Vicinial Trace, that went around.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely made like...
I'm still surprised by how
Ripple
big that
case.
got. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it was very cool.
Mhm.
Like I remember, I think I remember exactly whenever I saw that being announced. I saw the keyblade. I was like, ooh, that's very nice.
I
Mhm.
designed that key.
hmm
It was funny too because Dolan was just like, "Hey, we should make a Keyblade based on like you should make a Keyblade for the 20th anniversary." And I was like, "Okay, I'll see what I can do." And then I made that. And then he was like, "Oh,"
definitely
he was
worked
like-
out.
and then he was like, "Ooh, that's good. I want to mod that into the game." And then literally, it just kept growing.
Yep.
I wish that the main Keyblade of my main OC could be modded into the game, but it's not conventional.
I mean,
Oh, shovel.
I'm blind.
It just does not have a conventional grip whatsoever.
Actually, I think I. Do I remember the one that? I think I might know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's hold on, I'll post a picture of the.
Oh,
Like,
also,
it's-
people really like my wallpapers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed by the whole phone bit, like the phone case thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's very nice. I think a lot of people wouldn't think about that too much, but it's neat.
Like, these are the wallpapers that I designed. I give these out for free.
Oh, neat. Where's the upload file? Where the frick is it? All right. RP, OCs, characters. Why do I have them behind so many folders?
What do you think of these?
Let's see. Where is he? There. Why'd I have to put his spirit artwork in the same folder as him? Okay. That Keyblade is held.
Okay, yeah.
It is
Oh,
held.
yeah.
It is
It's
held
held
in
like a-
such a way that it, like, the blade does not, like
It's held like a Tron disc, yeah.
yeah. So the blade goes out in line with his like forearm, not
Yeah.
I mean, you could just mod it in and have him hold it in that little spot that connects the disc to the
It's
blade.
like, bleh.
You could. They could even do just like on the side of the ring, so that it's
I
kind
could,
of held,
that
but it
feels
doesn't have a handle.
even- feels
Yeah.
even more silly.
Or honestly, you could just, not put a handle on it, and I mean, it would be invisible, but you would just kind of hold it on nothing.
Mm. But
He holds it with
it's-
sheer force of will.
it's easy for you guys to like throw those suggestions out there, but
Yeah.
for someone who's been using him like that for 6 years, it really changes with the way that he fights.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No.
I wasn't really being serious. I was just
Oh, yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
put
it's-
it-
well,
Spitballing.
Yeah. It's like what I'm saying is that unfortunately I can't take that seriously.
Yeah, that's fair.
well, I wasn't being serious, so that's good.
I
Is that the
hate.
day?
If I can get a key card, I can continue, but I'll go through these to
Oh gosh.
One of the Keyblades that
actually.
I really didn't expect people to like as much as they do. It's like so many people say it's one of my best Keyblades. And to me, it was just like, I mean, I think it's really good, and it took me forever to get right, but I wasn't expecting people to like it as much as they do.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one.
Oh yeah.
What is that one again?
This is,
So-
Livewire, it's the USB Keyblade.
Ah, okay. I am that Keyblade that Ratio has, the Keyblade we were just discussing. I am very, very happy with that one from a design standpoint. Well, that one's a little bit. I've updated it a bit. Where is it? Is it here?
You might be looking at Livewire and saying, that doesn't really look like a USB. Well, that's because it's not in its form change.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you see its form change, you go like, oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I do find its form change pretty funny because it just kind of like just becomes really stubby.
Guys get one guess as to what the form change of Stray program is.
A disc. Or a
Oh
light cycle.
no, how could you possibly have guessed? Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's either a disc or a light cycle.
Oh well, he has both actually.
I said or both.
Hmm. That binary though, one guess as to what that is.
Does it actually say something?
That's his name.
Oh, neat.
Hmm.
You want to see
Really
my
happy
Tron
with that.
Keyblade?
I think I've seen it, but yeah, love Tron Keyblades. They're neat.
Which one?
Oh god.
What the fuck? This makes no sense. Oh wait, no, it does.
What?
I'm stupid.
What's your thought?
There.
You got it.
Yeah,
No
I can't
key
find it
card.
now. I can't find it now.
Oops, all
Oh.
Keyblades.
Do you have any idea how many of these things I have?
Too many.
You can never have too many Keyblades.
Gosh, it's like 10:30 where I'm at.
My phone is at 11% battery now.
It should put it on a charger. Can't believe Dolan's about to reach day 100 blueprints. Well, actually, he has to now. I accidentally doomed him on that front.
Oh shit, that is a cool looking card.
What the hell? The ground just shook where I'm at.
Oh.
Earthquake?
It was more like a boom, which is...
That's concerning.
Was there a controlled demolition nearby?
No, but the more I think about it, this sometimes happens. I live kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, and you would think that means less chaos, but it means that a lot of the guys in my neighborhood think it's okay to go ballistic in the dead of night.
Hey, do you want to see a Zelda Keyblade?
Sure. Is it a Master Sword ish?
Oh. I like that one.
what? Okay.
It's Tears of the Kingdom.
Funny.
I modded that
No,
one into KH3. It was fun.
It's the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda Keyblade, obviously.
Uh-huh.
It's a sword and a key fused. It's a Keyblade.
Now, if there was, actually, if there was a Keyblade that I've designed that would probably fit really well to be modded into KH3, it'd probably be this one.
Oh, come on, this is funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that Super Paper Mario?
Kind of. I used Tippy as a
Okay.
reference for a corrupted butterfly form that Metri was stuck in when she was first created.
Hey,
Mhm.
guess what?
Rip.
Instant pepperoni. 30,
Uh,
27, 23, 32.
It's an anti-light
Divided by
version of
3,
Fortune
10.
Spear, a Keyblade that no longer exists.
Uh-huh.
Lost Media.
Oh, 30, 10.
Now that said, that Keyblade doesn't actually belong to Metri. It's sort of the Oathkeeper / Oblivion, like, relational Keyblade.
Oh yeah, also people really liked these.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's alternate color, Oh, interesting. I really like that, the Agrabah one. I forget what its original form is called.
3 Wishes.
3 Wishes, yeah. I really like that one, that color scheme.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I think it looks better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait, this looks more like a genie-themed Keyblade.
Well, I was thinking more about, like You know, like whenever you're over in that part of Agrabah, it's nighttime.
Sure.
I was thinking more of like the night sky of like that world.
But these are called Starshine, Last Wish, Lost Treasure, and Master's Legacy.
Nice.
Lost Treasure is treasure trove, but based on a coal mine instead of a gem mine.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original one. Actually, no, Starshine was the original one. It's just a recolored Starlight. Those are the Keyblades that Jason, Krista, and Ramsey wield. They're like tertiary characters in my story, but I gave them Keyblades.
They are there.
Okay, no, the funniest thing about Jason, Krista, and Ramsey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of an inside, like, lore story. So,
Oh wait,
part
attic.
one.
Oh,
I didn't have gems for it.
oh, rip. I was gonna say
part
there,
one. No.
No, you're good.
there's a room that could have possibly helped him.
Oh.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
So part one, the part that I'm writing right now, the one with Malgus and all that, has been through so many changes that we have redone it twice, like role playing it out.
Oh right, you're that's based on a RP, right?
Yes.
Who all does that involve?
Me and my two friends.
Hmm.
They're the ones who are credited as co-writers.
Oh, okay. I actually haven't read your fic.
Would you like to?
I don't know. I don't.
What?
I have off tomorrow.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Sure, that's your birthday present. I'm gonna read through it. I have the time.
I'll take it. No, but seriously, like, would you like to? I would love it if more people would read it because I think they would enjoy it.
No, like genuinely, I do have the time. I've spent most of my day, like aside from whenever I've been in call with Dolan, genuinely I've just been bored out of my mind. The main reason I left call with Dolan like earlier in the day is because my body literally couldn't take it anymore. I have a condition.
What condition? If you don't mind my asking.
That's the question. It's COVID related.
Ooh.
It's been messing me up for 3 years now.
Long COVID?
Adjacent to that.
Okay.
Like my nerves are just unhappy
Okay.
with
I'm
life.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it sucks. That's fine.
I'm not trying to pry. I was like, if you're
No, I have no problem sharing. It's just like there aren't a whole lot of concrete details to tell. Like the medical system's been giving me the runaround for years.
like it just jacked up your nervous system somehow.
Yeah, that's basically all we know.
That is
Like,
unfortunate.
Sucks.
Yeah, like I've not been able to work a full-time job because of it.
That sucks.
I used to be like totally like self-sustainable.
You think it might just be chronic fatigue syndrome?
Well, that doesn't quite cover it. There are a few differences that like, and even chronic fatigue syndrome, for my purposes, feels like a cop-out diagnosis. But it is something we have kind of considered, yes.
I don't know. That was just like
I mean, it's a good guess.
kind of like it. So
Hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know your condition. I was just like the first thing, like you described it, and I was like, I don't know, sounds kind of like chronic
Like
fatigue
there's-
syndrome.
Like, there's nothing actually wrong with my muscles in any way. I'm technically just as strong as I've always been. But I feel like I'm in pain so much more that it's fundamentally torture to continue after a certain point. Um,
Oh, hey, Burb, I didn't see you were in chat. My bad.
oh,
Like in stream?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Hi.
is that YouTube side or
Twitch side. If she's still here. If they are still here.
That was almost an hour ago.
Oh, whoops.
Oops.
No, but let's say this is an example I often use, but like imagine like 15 minutes on your feet or just, not sitting down or lying in a chair. To me, or at least it used to, feel like running a marathon. Like you would feel that sort of exhausted or like inflammation in your joints after that much,
Ow.
right?
I mean, I literally stand all day as my job. I'm a cashier, so I can
Yeah.
only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, it did eventually get to a point that the job that I was working, I could only handle for 15 minutes before I'd have to go home. And it's like, it's weird because, like, technically people could make the argument that, oh, yeah, if your muscles are fine and it's just pain, just work through it. Well, it doesn't work for two different reasons. One is that the pain is distracting and it can cause me to, like, not do my job correctly.
Lose focus, so.
Yeah, like pain is distracting. And the second reason is because after enduring enough pain, I'll start to lose my control over where I'm experiencing that pain. Like my body will eventually give out in that spot, even though the muscles are fine. My control over it will give. And especially whenever it comes to things like driving, I can't afford that to happen.
Yeah. But yeah, if you do want to read my story, it would be appreciated. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I can do that in the morning. Do you have a link to it somewhere? I imagine it's not that hard to find.
I can link you to it.
Okay.
I'll send you a link in DMs.
Okay. Speaking of DMs, like the main other thing we were talking about was Xenoblade X. Did you ever finish it?
No, I kind of got busy and tired. I want to go back and finish it. I plan to, it's just life.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm gonna be real with you. I probably have depression. And there are just days, long periods of time, more like, where I just lose all motivation to do literally anything.
Yeah.
That includes even just playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I can't say it's like any form of like depression I've had has prevented me from like playing video games. I mean, I primarily have video games as a cope, but sometimes I struggle to figure out what to play or like what I'm in the mood for. That's about as far as it gets for me.
Yeah, that's another problem. Is that I'll be like, I want to play a game, and then I'll look at all of my games, and then I'll go, yeah, I don't want to play any of these though, and then I'll just like not.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yes, I do. I have not. No, I have not finished Xenoblade X. Yes, I do want to go back and finish Xenoblade X. I will do that at some point, probably, hopefully soon. But I sent you a link to the story in DMs. Did you get
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I did. I'll check it out in the morning.
It's kind of long. You probably won't get through the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'll wait till morning.
Well, I mean, like, unless you spend all day tomorrow reading, you probably won't get through all of it.
I'm actually a very quick reader.
Well, I'm not even finished with the current world, and it's currently at 97,000 words. So,
That sounds like a
And
challenge.
31 chapters. So,
Oh,
In fa-
wow. I was
in
just
fa- you were just what? Sorry.
I was just looking at something real quick. You said 97,000?
Yeah. It's 97,000 words currently.
You have written enough words to cover like an eighth of the Bible.
Yep. You realize by the time this thing's being done being written, it'll probably be longer than the Bible.
Mhm.
And that's just part 1. There are 8.
I'm sorry. You said this is just part 1 still?
Yes.
How do you keep that all straight in your head?
Autism.
It's like, what you have essentially just told me is that you have over a whole Bible's worth of information in your head.
I have about 8 Bibles worth of information in my head.
I think most. I mean, like a specific personal project, but like still, I think most people would lose their minds before reaching that point.
No. I'm just insane.
That is what losing your mind kind of means.
I'm kidding. I'm not insane.
And I'm messing with you.
But yes, I have a lot of information in my head. I've been doing this for 10 years, dude.
I'm sorry. Why is Garnet being called a fake fan? Oh, he called himself a fake fan. Got it.
This story has been in development, I should say, for 10 years.
You guys want to hear something cursed?
Mhm.
Sure.
Dream Drop was my first game.
Mine was 358 Days Over 2.
Dalin.
Wait, what was the question?
What was your first KH game?
KH1.
Okay, so he's the rational one.
Yeah. Wait, so
In my
hang on.
defense, I only had a DS.
Oh, I see. Exchange all of your remaining.
Will this make my
Wait,
allowance
that's
100?
crazy.
Or will this make my
That-
stars 150?
Permanently. Yes. That is so incredibly worth it. You just gotta steal.
Oh wait, yeah. Wow.
There's actually a few author's notes that I've had to put in here too, just to like.
Oh wait, that was allowance. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
that was good though.
Oh,
There's also a few author's notes I've had to put in here just to clarify like lore stuff.
just a few.
Say what you will, but I am actually a pretty decent writer. I don't have to I'm not Nomura where I, don't explain anything going on and make you read supplemental material to figure it out. I actually explain it in the
Exposition.
story.
No, I wasn't. I didn't mean that. I just mean like for the amount of content that you have. Oh, that's fun.
What the fuck does that mean? Half? Okay, I hate this.
Bro, I kid you not. So
Sorry. Wait, no, wait, hold on a minute. He's getting.
No,
He's getting so messed with.
talking about the puzzles that get more complicated as you progress through this game. Math gets fucking ridiculous.
Hold on, before you solve. I was gonna say have Lay watch the stream and try to solve with no knowledge of that whatsoever.
There would be
Hold
no
on.
way.
I gotta pull the stream back.
Oh, I'd already solved it, so it's.
Yeah, he already solved it.
But yeah, the mental math in this game is painful.
Like what?
Have
If they
you-
give you like a fucking like Einstein like equation or some shit? Like,
I mean, so it's basic math, but the thing is, there's no symbols. So it's just you start off with so it's on a dartboard, and it gives you like colors, and you have to figure out what color means what, like add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then as you go further, it starts to add squaring the numbers, it starts to add flipping the numbers, it starts to add rounding them, and then it starts to add actually don't use this number or use this number twice or half this number, and it's just
Squares and exponents and
yeah.
I see. So they just it gets annoying. Got
Yeah.
it.
At least with
It's,
that one, you can't like fail like the
that was
parlor.
so funny because
Like-
they introduced like X's to say like, oh hey, it's like, so there are colors here, but ignore them if that X is there, and then they introduced half an X, which is ignore half of this value. It's just
So like, Cal, like for context,
Mhm.
the current world that they're on, which is Hyrule.
okay. I was aware of that.
I'm on chapter 10 of Hyrule.
Oh wait.
Okay,
Wait,
here's
it's here. You hop in the stream.
or the screen
fuck
share
am I
for no
looking-
delay. Yeah. So this is dartboard math.
Blue means addition.
Blue means add, but then like 10 times ago when in this room, it added this outer ring, and so it has 2 dots, so I have to do 2 5s.
So 10.
Oh, and then this is
Okay.
half of 20.
Which is also 10.
And then half of 5, but round it, so 3. And
You know
that,
what?
that, that was like
actually
that was the
remarkably
most
simple.
tame room I've
Yeah,
had.
that was
in
actually
several
really,
times.
really tame.
Okay. This honestly looks a lot like We Were Here. Like it really does.
Yeah, you'd probably like this game. Honestly, it's really good.
You should play We Were Here. It's a co-op game, but it's like
Chaos of the mind.
very similar to this.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm currently on the 10th chapter of Hyrule.
Out of how many again?
Well,
No, that's
his
just how
his story's at 31, but 10 of them have been high roll.
I see.
That means a third of everything I've written so far is one world, Hal.
I mean, Hyrule's pretty big.
Yeah, it's also the Breath of the Wild version of Hyrule, so take
Yeah.
however big it is and like multiply it by 10.
So when is All Rest?
All
I'm-
Rest?
I'm
No, All Rest never actually shows up. Bionis does, and so does
Okay.
Ionios.
really.
Yeah, and so does Mira, actually.
Huh.
So Mira is actually the first one to appear, and it appears at the end of part 5.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Again, for context, we're on part 1 right now.
Yeah. I was joking. I was not expecting to throw a dart and land on the only Xenoblade setting that wasn't in your fic.
Yeah, So Mira's actually the first one to appear. It's at the end of part 5. It's the epilogue of part 5, funnily enough. Then in part 6, Bionis appears as a world, and it takes place. I think it's after the events of the base game, but
What?
before Future Connected.
Oh, so within that 1 year span.
Yes.
Okay.
Then after that, during part 7 is when Zofia decides to cause the convergence, which is taking 2 universes and smashing them together, which creates Ionios,
Oh.
and it literally is just the entire plot of Xenoblade 3 as a world.
Did they?
Like,
All right, I gotta look it up now, Dylan. I gotta know if they made experiments like even worse.
the
Then I
story of
probably did.
Xenoblade 3, like the story of the Ionios world is the plot of the game. It's like, it's one of those Disney worlds where instead of like telling an original story it's like, no, it's just the movie. Like, no, it's just straight up, it's the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it's a very long world because it's literally the entire plot of Xenoblade 3. You realize that means if I ever actually write part 7, that means one arc of that fucking story is the entire plot of the longest Xenoblade game.
Nice.
Is 3 the longest?
It's either 2 or 3.
I feel like it's 2. Although I could just be the fact that 2 has like its combat can feel really slow unless you actually know about all of its mechanics that the game doesn't
I don't
teach
know,
you
2
proper.
has like 2 has like 15 chapters, whereas 3 has like 5, but they're also like way longer.
3s.
Yeah,
Or-
3's chapters are like way longer.
I feel like they get a lot longer near the end.
In 2?
3.
I don't know. 3 is divided into like big chunked arcs, whereas 2 is kind of more like, I don't know. It's just different structure. But yeah, basically the entire plot of 3. I mean, okay, it's not literally the entire plot of 3. I think it picks up like, it's after they've already been set free from the flame clock. I know that. Console N is using Lightborn, so that's neat. Oh yeah, you don't know what Lightborn are, do you?
I mean, no, I haven't read your fic yet.
Well, they're not in the current one. But I mean, the name
It's just like the
Lightborn.
white heartless.
I was like, yeah, the name Lightborn should kind of give it away.
Mhm.
Heartless are creatures of the dark.
There's a guy in the RP server I'm in. It's another one of the admins who really wants to introduce something like that, but we haven't wanted to stray that far from what's familiar. Like the most that we do for like custom combat encounters of like non-canonical monsters is using possessors creatively.
Oh. No, I've created like a bunch of new enemy factions, but the thing is that my thing with creating new enemy factions is I'm actually quite selective about it. I don't like when people are like, here's my new enemy type, and it's just Heartless reskinned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean your stuff has seemed more complex than that.
If I'm
Like,
gonna
at
do
face
something,
value.
if I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna add something, it needs to actually fill a niche that is not already occupied by something that already exists within canon. it has to have a justification for its existence, basically. So, like, the anti-lights are literally, they are artificially created. And it's not the same as, like, the Emblem Heartless, which are artificially created Heartless. These are, like, fully automated machines. They are robots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they are weapons of war.
Yeah.
The Lightborn are crystalline entities created out of crystallized light, similar to how the Heartless are made out of darkness. They are made out of hardened crystallized light.
You good, Dolan?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Time Eaters are fourth dimensional entities, which is why you can't see them typically. They live in the fourth dimension, but they govern the flow of time, and they're actually responsible for Sora getting yeeted out of existence because he fucked with it.
Oh, right. I forgot your AU actually has like some canonical KH characters and events in it.
No, it's
Or
more
no?
so just it doesn't. It's more just a retroactive, like, once you figure out what the Time Eaters do, you can kind of go like, oh, so that's why that happened.
Ah, okay.
Like, Sora does not ever appear in the story. In fact, I am so vehemently against Sora ever appearing that I have made it a policy he will never appear. Some canon characters are allowed to appear under very specific circumstances. Like, it's hard to describe. So, like, he hasn't shown up yet, but he will. Because Radiant Garden is a prominent world in Part 1.
Oh, so Ansem the Wise or something?
Ansem the Wise will appear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, like, that's because he's, you know, connected to that world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, technically it's Kane.
Huh? Yeah, he's
Ansem the Wise,
like,
yeah.
the leader of Radiant Garden, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, he'll appear just because he's connected to that world. But
If I recall correctly, I think in the KH1's Ansem reports he refers to the people as his subjects.
yes, he's the leader of Radiant Garden. I don't know what his title is, so I just say leader, but yes. So yes, he will make an appearance at some point just because, you know, he's kind of intrinsically tied to that world, and that world is an important setting.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Riku, Kairi, like, this is an alternate timeline. They're not part of this. The story will actually explain, like I said, I actually try to do a decent job of actually explaining what's going on in the story itself.
Mm-hmm.
But let me give you like a brief rundown just so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the main characters of this story, who are all OCs, by the way, they are key kids from Union Cross.
Oh, okay.
They get through means that I will not get into because it's story spoilers, sent into the future, but it's not the future that we know. It's not the Kingdom Hearts, you know, canon future. It's a divergent alternate future because something happened that changed the entire future. And I do actually explain this in the story. The reason why they could not see this alternate future coming because, you know, if they're from the Union Cross era, well, then Book of Prophecies should exist. It should say what the future will be, right?
Yeah, actually, I wasn't even thinking about that until.
Not if the Gazing Eye is destroyed.
What? That, I mean, that's a pretty short book.
You'll find out. If you read it, you'll find out. So the reason why this
What do you think
alternate
that eyeball's made out of anyway?
the reason why this alternate future was not seen by the Master of Masters is because his Gazing Eye was destroyed in this alternate future, and he couldn't see it.
I'm confused. Did you just get the same panel twice in a row?
I think I did, yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that.
If you think about, okay, I want you to think about the future as an infinite web of possibilities of, like, there are infinite futures, and you don't know which one you'll end up in until you end up in it.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
No, not so much that. No. Think of it more like the concept of, you know, there are infinite possibilities for what might happen.
Yeah.
But you don't know what will happen until it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that anything can't happen. Anything can happen, you just don't know what actually will happen until it happens. So there are infinite futures until you arrive at the future that exists.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are infinite possibilities, but they collapse once, you know, the destination is reached, because all of the other ones didn't happen. Only the one that did happen happened.
This is looking to be a really weird day in Blueprints.
Yep.
Is this making sense?
Yeah.
So think of it like this. The Master of Masters' Gazing Eye only saw the future that it saw. It saw the path that it went down successfully. And that's what the Master of Masters wrote down in his book. But there are infinitely other possibilities for a future that might also happen. Those just aren't the ones that the Gazing Eye saw, because those aren't the events that it experienced.
Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, Dolan, the middle statement on the black box, I think, is hilarious given all the Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
given all the Kingdom Hearts talk.
The black box is empty. Let's see if it's
So
true.
you're just shooting for it. Oh,
It's not empty.
it was a lie. How do you keep getting away with this?
I don't know.
Any shovel? Oh wait.
But-
shovel.
Anyway,
Mhm.
so the future that's written down in the Book of Prophecies is the future that the Gazing Eye arrived in.
Right.
But, you know, because there's endless futures, there are plenty of other possibilities that it couldn't have seen because of one reason or another. You know, like it being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see something if you weren't around to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically find themselves in a alternate future to the one that is supposed to exist. So think of it as like it's literally a divergent path off of canon.
I mean, the RP that I'm in is like a divergent timeline from like the Age of Fairy Tales. Like the Keyblade War happened, and otherwise, like nothing else is this like none of the events from that point onward actually play out, and everything's character driven.
Okay, so here's the other thing though, which is kind of funny, is that I actually start introducing like quantum physics stuff into my story.
How much quantum physics do you know?
More than I probably should, but not that much.
Like you didn't go to like to school for it or anything?
No. But that doesn't mean that I'm not completely like. It doesn't mean that I'm completely unfamiliar with it either.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just asking out of curiosity.
So do you know what retrocausality is?
Oh, what now? I'll probably understand the concept, but I don't think I've heard of that.
Okay, retrocausality. So do you know what causality is?
Yeah.
Retro meaning backwards. So retrocausality is basically the future affecting the past.
Okay.
So
That's way more simple than I thought it was going. Oh, hey, Magnifying class.
So think of it like this. They arrive in an alternate future. So now it's like, well, we want to go back home. Well, here's the problem. You're in an alternate future, which means the past that you came from, which was a past to, a different future, doesn't exist.
Mhm.
If you go back now, it will be completely different to the past that you came from, because it's not your past anymore, it's this future's past.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, I introduced yeah, retrocausality. Look, I grew up watching a lot of Doctor Who and other time travel and sci-fi stuff like Marvel and Star Wars and
You seemed pretty upset at the wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
I wasn't upset. I was just trying to explain in more detail.
Yeah, you groaned or something.
Yeah, because I was trying to explain in more detail.
Have you figured out what's the deal with that 8 key?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay.
But anyways, point being, they exist in an alternate future, which would in turn have an alternate past.
Mhm.
Because obviously the past has to be different in order for the future to be different. The same events can't play out, but then lead to an entirely different outcome.
Mhm.
What am I looking at?
Mhm.
Hey, Dolan, is your brain okay?
100.
He's so locked in.
Right? No, I don't want to calculator this. I don't want to admit defeat.
Dude.
40. 800 minus 20.
But yeah,
What?
That can't
that's
be. What?
sort of just some of the things that are ideas that are present in my story, if you wanted any indication of the kind of shit going on in this story.
Mhm.
Okay.
The multiverse plays a very important role. And will
that's
continue to play a very important role.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's not like a cringy multiverse story where it's just like, oh, here's a bunch of, cameos for the
Yeah.
sake of, haha, multiverse.
I'm watching Dolan's brain melt in real time.
Like, there's a difference between it's the multiverse, so I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of fucking cameos, and it's the multiverse, and I'm actually gonna try to do something interesting with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I would like to think that I'm a little bit, better than, just
All right.
pointless, needless cameos for the sake
Mhm.
of, cheap fan service.
Okay, I think I'm at the point where I gotta go. My legs are not happy with me sitting for this long.
Alright.
I know that sounds crazy because I'm talking about sitting, but my body will be how my body will be.
I mean, I've just been lying in bed this whole time.
I unfortunately do not have that luxury. The microphone on my iPad broke. Right. Have a good night, guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
Yep.
Let me know if you like my story.
I will let you know.
Thank you. Dolan, do you want to hear more about my story?
I am a little focused on the game right now, but
I like yapping about my story.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I had to censor out part of Aragoth's, list of crimes because I guess it was too much. I mean, I did say it was, like, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't lying.
Bless you.
Honestly, thank you. Honestly, I don't really like when people are like, this is my really evil villain, but then it's like, I can't have them do anything too bad because then people might get offended. It's like, they're evil. Like, I'm tired of these sympathetic villains who have to be, like, always redeemed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I need somebody who's just so irredeemably evil that you just want them dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, no, they are evil. I hate them. What happened to villains like that?
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, I have sympathetic villains later on in the story.
Yeah.
With complex motivations and, more tragic backstories, but Malgus and Aragoth, yeah, they're not that. Malgus is a piece of shit. And Aragoth is literally Satan. Like, I'm not kidding. He's, like, meant to be a Satan allegory.
Yeah.
In fact, most of part 2 of the story is, like, very biblical in, like, themes. It is thematically very biblical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to the point where it's, like, there's a Jesus figure and stuff, but it's just thematically it is very biblically inspired in terms of the things present in the story. Aragoth's story is very, very intentionally mirrors that of like the fall of Lucifer and Satan, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of Book of Revelation stuff, like 7 deadly sins, 4 horsemen. End times. Apophis is a literal serpent. You know, like the serpent from Genesis.
Yeah.
He's also named after an Egyptian god, but, you know,
Yep.
I'm not just going to use one mythology here. I actually have a theory that the serpent in Genesis might actually be Apophis. Like the Egyptian Apophis. Well, I have some credence for that theory. If the Hebrews were enslaved by the Egyptians for several generations when they were writing down their early creation myths and stories, it would not be unheard of for them to borrow symbols from the people, you know, from the culture that they were currently, you know, ingrained into in their own writing. At least that's my opinion. If so, if Apophis was supposed to represent the ultimate evil in the Egyptian mythology, and these people were enslaved by the Egyptians and they're writing their own creation myths, well, let me borrow their symbol of evil for our symbol of evil. Well, it's right there. Which is my theory that the serpent of Genesis is Apophis, is that theory. That's my own personal theory, but I don't think it's a terrible one, personally. Why else would so many cultures around the world represent evil as a serpent? There has to be some sort of common theme. I mean, think about like the fact that almost every culture has a great flood myth of some sort. Like, you've got the Bible with Noah's Ark, but like freaking China and Japan have their own great flood myths that happen to take place around the same time. So, like, something probably happened that caused these people to all write their own explanations for what went down. So, was there, like, a massive global rainstorm? Or, like, ocean basin opening up? Or something? Like, something must have happened that caused cultures on different sides of the continent to come up with the same, like, different explanations for the same event. I don't know. I'm on a completely different subject now.
I'm probably gonna hop out of VC and I'm gonna go let my dogs in, but I'll see ya.
I'm getting tired anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was I being
No, you're
was I
good.
bothering you?
No, you're fine. I just want to focus on the game right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See ya.
Uh,
Okay. We're gonna be a bee. Let my doggos in, and then we will continue for a little bit longer. Okay.
Oh.
All checked. All checked corner. Case. Rooms. Had. Unchecked corner case rooms had. A. Unchecked corner case rooms had a low. Case clue. Found in the rooms. What? Draft each of these rooms, search for the low case clue. Do I have these rooms? Patio, nook, office, pantry? Do I have patio? I have nook, pantry, and I don't have office, I don't think. Huh. Oh, well, there's office. Okay. Oh, wait, west is lowercase. Okay, west. Patio, no office, pantry. So I need patio. I can't get patio. Patio, nook, office, pantry. Okay, pantry and nook. Nook, pantry are all up there. Okay, so wow, this the later half of my house is very entirely cut off from the rest. Well, that would have been helpful earlier. Oh shit. How did I? Wow, that's garbage. Oh wait, there's gonna be fruit in here. Yeah. Ridge. West Bridge? Beside. Beside West Bridge? I can't get the other word. But West Bridge is out here. Or something? Oh. Oh. Oh shit. I have both my. Oh my gosh! Wait. That's crazy. It's just been sitting there the whole time. So what does this do? Clock, castle, court, clock, castle, court, cloak, castle, court. Oh, cloak. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Castle Court. I don't have any more rooms to draft, so I can't get this today. So I can't get thrown in today, but I can try and figure out the rest of the things in. Okay. I don't believe I can do what it. Well, I can do it. Need. Where's workshop? Workshop's there. Okay. Whoopsie! I didn't mean to do that. This. Hang on. I didn't grab the fucking burning glass. I'm a dumbass. I am big dumb. There's a lot of wasted steps. What is... Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Oh, I went past it. I'm stupid. Oh? Oh. Interesting. Okay. So, do I have a security? Okay. Oh. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh, whoa, what the? Oh, wow. Remove a crate from the tunnel. Oh. Gosh, that's huge. Okay. Can I get to office and back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. No, no. Okay, no, I think I'd rather guarantee break room, then we could get to office a different day. Let me make sure if there's anything else I can do. Get to the library and back. No, screw the key card. I don't want to. I have found out that A key stands for admin key, so let me look that up. I don't wanna risk missing that. Page of this being. Oh, I've used my fucking magnifying glass. Oh, I'm just gonna look at what the names are. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna make it back to break room. Okay. Well, I know the admin key now because I did not want to worry about going to get that freaking book again. I'll be real. A little bit of cheating, but it's okay. I would have figured it out. Day 100. Five gems. Holy shice. Just noted. I should have done that. Should have been doing that. These would be nice if I could do that. Okay. Sanctum key. Oh. Well, that's cool. Anything else in here? Oy, oy, oy. I think this one's yellow or orange. We don't know anything else about it. This one is Eureka. Fixing this. Okay. So I still need to solve mountain, diamond, heart, and then this. Oh, I see. I understand. Okay, I think I want to get break room and then we're ending stream for today, but I understand what to do next. Okay. Can I get break room, please? There we go. Okay. Just gonna call it in here. And that's where we're ending stream. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'm tired, but I appreciate it. See you.